You know this one. Everybody knows this one. It's exam day. The hallway is too long, the clock is wrong, you can't find the room, and somewhere between the lockers it hits you like ice water. You never studied. Not once. The exam is now. It counts for everything, and you are spectacularly, hopelessly unprepared. Or it's the airport version. The gate is closing, your bag won't zip, the security line loops forever, and your legs have that dream heaviness while the departure board flips your flight to red. Here's the absurd part. You might be 20 years out of school. You've built a career, a family, a life. You haven't sat a real exam in decades. So why is your brain still running this program at 3 in the morning? That question has a genuinely satisfying answer, the kind that makes people laugh with relief when they hear it. It's coming at the end, after the versions, and I promise it's not the one you expect. First, why school, of all places? Why does the mind keep renting that particular building? Because school was the first arena where you were measured. Before you ever had a performance review, a mortgage application, or an in-law sizing you up across the table, you had a teacher with a red pen. It's the oldest being judged scenery your memory owns. So whenever adult life puts you back under evaluation, a new boss, a big project, a first date, a diagnosis, a deadline, the mind doesn't build a new set. It dusts off the old one. New fear, original costumes. And your brain is weirdly loyal to that set. This dream spares almost nobody. People who loved school get it. People who hated school often get it worse. And even people who never finished still find their sleep booking the same classroom decades later. The schoolhouse never closes. It just changes what's on the test. Airports and trains do the same job in your dreams. They're where chances leave on a schedule, with you or without you. Now the versions, because the flavor of yours is the clue, the unstudied exam, the purest form. Somewhere in your waking life you feel tested on something no one taught you, parenting, a promotion, grief, being the person others lean on. Here's the detail worth noticing. The dream almost never shows you failing the exam. It shows you dreading it. That's the tell. This is not a dream about incompetence. It's a dream about the fear of being found out, which, you may have noticed, mostly haunts people who are actually doing fine. Missing the flight. This one is about pace, not performance. A window in your life feels like it's closing. The career switch, the baby question, the country you keep meaning to move to, the book you keep not writing. The departure board is your own calendar, turning red 1 year at a time. If this is yours, the dream isn't mocking you. It's telling you the window still matters to you. Dead dreams don't wake anybody up at night. One practical trick for this version: name the flight. Literally, say out loud what the closing window actually is. I'm afraid it's too late to change careers. I'm afraid we waited too long. Vague dread loves the dark. Specific dread can be argued with. And half of these windows, once you actually walk up and inspect them, turn out to be wide open. Lost in the building. You have somewhere to be and you cannot find it. Wrong floor, wrong wing, stairs that lead back to where you started. This is the orientation dream, and it loves to visit people in their busiest seasons, when everyone needs a different version of you. The parent, the boss, the fixer, the friend. And somewhere between all those roles, you've lost the corridor that leads back to your own life. Standing there in your pajamas, or less. The exposure remix. You arrive, and you're the only one not dressed for it. Same family as the exam, but the fear is more social. Being seen unready, unpolished, not enough. It's the dream equivalent of that half second before everyone turns around. And the fifth version, rare and honestly my favorite. You rush in, heart pounding, and the exam was cancelled. Or you already passed it years ago and forgot, or the flight was delayed just for you. If you ever get this one, savor it. That's your own mind issuing a pardon. Some part of you has finally stopped prosecuting. Which brings us to the promised answer. The reason your brain still runs this program decades later. Therapists who hear this dream constantly have noticed something almost funny about it. It visits the wrong people. The ones who barely studied, who coasted, who genuinely didn't care. They rarely have it. It's the conscientious who carry this dream for decades, the responsible, the people who showed up, did the work, held the standard their whole lives. In other words, the exam dream is not a symptom of failure. It's a symptom of caring, and it gets better. In one well-known study of students facing a huge medical school exam, the ones who dreamed about it beforehand, including dreaming that they failed it, actually scored higher than the ones who didn't dream about it at all. Read that again. The nightmare wasn't sabotaging them. It was their mind running drills. You carry a strict inner teacher, the internal examiner who got you through everything you've ever passed. And that teacher never got the memo that the course ended. So every time life raises the stakes, the old examiner walks in, taps the desk, and hands out the same test from 20 years ago. Here's the update that examiner never received, and I'd like you to deliver it tonight. You passed. Look around your life, the people, the work, the mess, the love, all of it. This is the life the exam was supposedly preparing you for, and you are living it, imperfectly and honestly, like everyone else who ever passed anything. Class ended years ago. You're allowed to put the pen down. 3 questions before sleep, in that spirit. 1. Where in my life do I currently feel examined, and who exactly appointed the examiner? 2. Which window am I afraid is closing, and is that fear asking me to grieve it or to finally book the ticket? 3. What would I say to the teenager still sitting in that exam hall inside me, knowing everything I've survived since? And this makes 10. 10 dream symbols decoded on this channel. Snakes, fire, water, flying, teeth, the chase, the fall, the X, death, and tonight, the exam you never studied for. If you've been here for a few of them, you already know the secret. Your mind isn't tormenting you at night. It's talking to you. It always was. The playlist has the whole language so far. Subscribe and bring your next strange night with you. So, last exam question, and it's an easy one. Which version is yours? The exam, the airport, or lost in the building? One word in the comments is enough. I'm collecting the data, and yes, there will be a follow-up. Class dismissed. Sleep well.